Hey guys, what's up? It's Rachel back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be talking to you guys about my current favorites. There has been a ton of new makeup products that have been coming out here lately, and it's so hard to keep up, but I've been trying my best and just trying new products out constantly for you guys and seeing what works and what doesn't and just not waste your money on. So I didn't do a monthly favorites last month. I was using a lot of the same products, so I didn't really want to post one, but now I have been using it a lot, and I feel like I can update you guys on a lot of products. And I do have some old favorites in here, but there is a lot of new products that I wanted to mention and just update you guys on. But I don't think I have any updates in this video, except if you are new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you would like, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you can also hit that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. But other than that, let's go ahead and get started with my current favorites. So I guess I'm going to start with my base. I have a foundation to talk to you guys about, and I have mentioned this before here on my channel, and I put this in a lot of favorites videos, but I cannot get enough of this stuff. This is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream plus Anti-Aging Hydrating Serum Foundation, and it does have SPF 50 in it. So this is what it looks like. I used to use the shade Light, and it's just a tad too dark for me, but I kind of like the color that it gave me. But when I was in Ulta, I saw that they had extended the shade range just a little bit, and they did add a shade lighter than the light shade, and it was fair. So I ended up going with this. I'm wearing it today, and it matches me perfect. I still think I will purchase the light one every now and then because it does give me a little bit of color in my skin. I'm going to pull a Manny MUA and wear like darker foundation, but I really do like this. It's very full coverage, I feel like. I was someone that never wanted to use a serum or like a tinted moisturizer or anything like that because I didn't feel like it would give me the coverage that I needed. I'm really like a full coverage girl. I want it all or nothing, but this gives me very full coverage. It's very hydrating. I do struggle with dry skin, but this works perfectly for me. This has amazing coverage. I can't say enough good things about it. It's really good for your skin. It has SPF. You really need to use SPF. Obviously, SPF helps with your skin when you're out in the weather, but also like preventing wrinkles. So I highly recommend this. I just love it. I can't say enough good things about it. You do apply this with your hands. Obviously, you can use a brush or whatever you use. It's designed to be used with your hands, and that's the way that I apply it. I just love it. Can't say enough good things about it. If you have not tried this, you definitely need it. Again, my skin type, I do have dry skin. It's very hydrating, very just moisturizing. It doesn't emphasize any texture. It just glides on, and it has the creamiest feel to it. And this does retail for about $40 at Ulta. If you've been here on my channel for a while, then you know that I have been using my little Tarte mini blushes. I've been trying to use those up. I really do enjoy them. It's just I don't want them to go bad, and I feel like I've had them a long time in my collection. I finished up one, and I'm about to finish up another. It's what I'm wearing today. I've been wearing it pretty much in every video. It's the shade called Entertain. So this is what it looks like. Again, they're just little minis, and I'm trying to use them up. And this is what it looks like on the inside. It's just another pretty coral shade. The first shade that I used was also coral, but it was more vibrant than this. I feel like this is just perfect. It's very pretty. I love the formula of these Tarte Amazonian clay blushes. Again, I just had them a long time, and I want to use them up. They don't swatch really well, but they apply so well on the skin. And that's the main thing. They just work really well. It's their Amazonian clay formula, and they do last a very long time. So I highly recommend these. I'm just trying to use mine up. Something else that I want to mention that I talk a lot about here on my channel, I put it in a lot of my favorites videos, but this is from MAC, and this is the Hyper Real Glow Highlighting Palette. So this is what the packaging looks like. Mine is very dirty because I pretty much use this all the time. Every time I highlight, every time I do a video, I use this palette. So this is what mine looks like. I've definitely used a ton of it. I just wanted to mention this because this is what I have been using. This is what I have been loving, and I highly recommend it. I talk about this all the time. If you guys do not own this palette, you definitely need it. And they do have different variations. So if you're someone of a deeper skin tone, they have like a peachy one, they have a golden one. They even have ones that are like purpley pink, like fun ones. So I just highly recommend this. I love it, and this is my favorite. It doesn't emphasize any texture, and it just glides on so smoothly, and it's very blinding. So again, if you have not tried this, I highly recommend it. If you have not tried this, you need it. And I did purchase mine from Ulta, and it's been a while. I've used the crap out of this. So I love the way that my brows looks today, and I have been using something different. I don't think I mentioned this in a video, but this is one of the best brow products that I have ever used. I love the shape it gives my brows. I love the color. I love everything about it. There's nothing about this product that I don't like. This is from Mellow, and this is the Brow Definer. Now the brow definers have like that angled tip. It's not like a regular brow pencil. Anastasia has an angled one. I haven't tried theirs, but I love this. I actually received it in a BoxyCharm. So this is what it looks like. And then one side you have the product, and it is angled. I hope you guys can see that. And then on the other side you do have a spoolie. I'm telling you guys, I love this spoolie, by the way. Everything about this product I love, and I highly recommend it. I switch off between this one and the $1 Billion Brow Definer. I love it. I cannot say enough good things about this. I will always have this in my collection. I have finally found something that I really love for my brows. I love how I can just shape them how I want. It gives the perfect amount of color without being too much. And again, I love that spoolie on it, so I highly recommend this if you haven't tried it. So now I'm going to be talking about palettes. I actually have a good amount of palettes to talk about. And the first one is a blush palette. This is the new NARS. This is called the Free Lover Blush Palette from NARS. This is their holiday collection one for this year. So this is what the packaging it looks like. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you are curious, I haven't noticed of any of the glitter coming off. I know a lot of people want to know that. So when you open it up, this is what you have going on. You have 5 blushes. Well, I would say 4 blushes, and then these are kind of like highlighters. This could be a highlighter if you have a deeper skin tone. I love the formula of NARS blushes, hands down. Now, I know some people don't, but I love them. I feel the need to have every NARS blush palette that comes out. I'm missing one right now. I think I'm going to end up getting it. But I love the formula. Blush palettes, when it comes to NARS, it's just an addiction of mine. Again, I just feel like I need them all. I have so many in my collection. I just love the formula of them, and NARS kills it with the packaging every time. I have never been disappointed with a NARS packaging product. I feel like it's beautiful. NARS has my heart hands down. I say that every time. Everything about it. I love the packaging. I love the products. It's so gorgeous. I mean, who would not want to have this in their collection? Who? So if you were debating on whether or not to pick this up for the holidays, I highly recommend it. Again, the formula is amazing. The packaging is beautiful. And if you're wanting to pick it up, I would go ahead and be picking it up soon. Because this is limited edition, again, this is their holiday collection. Now I'm going to talk about some eyeshadows, and I'm actually going to mention a few single eyeshadows. So I have been really into my single eyeshadows. I feel like they're just so easy, but I have some that are so pretty, and I was like neglecting them. I didn't realize how pretty they were until I pulled them out and started using them. I'm more of a palette girl. I like to grab for my palettes over my singles, but here lately I've been grabbing for my singles. So here's the ones I want to talk about. I actually had 2 from ColourPop. So the first one that I wanted to mention is one that it was like a birthday collection, and I'm not sure if they still make this. I would think so because it was not too long ago that this came out. But this is from I'm pretty sure this was from their watermelon collection. That little watermelon palette, I forgot what it's called, but I have it. They released a bunch of things for that collection, but they ended up sending me this shadow because it was their birthday celebration, I guess. So this is called Birthday Treat, and this is what the packaging looks like. Again, this was a freebie when you ordered something of the collection, but this is what it looks like on the inside. Now, I hope you guys can see. You probably can't, but this has the most prettiest reflect in it, but not only that, it has the prettiest pink glitter that I have ever seen. So I'm going to swatch it. First of all, these feel so soft. They almost feel wet because they have that cold feeling. Again, this is their Super Shock Shadow formula. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a swatch. I'm terrible with swatches, so I'm sorry in advance. But this is what it looks like on my middle finger. And I'm going to go ahead and just boop. I hope you guys can see that. You definitely can see the reflect in it, but I don't think you're seeing on camera how it's like it's got this pink glitter in it, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I have been using this. I don't necessarily think that this is a color to be using right now, for me anyway. I like to do fall looks around this time, but This color is just so gorgeous that I can't put it down. If you can still get your hands on this, I highly recommend it. I love it. Again, I have been grabbing for this a ton. Now the next ColourPop eyeshadow that I wanted to mention is called Ladybird. And this is one of their older shadows, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure that you can still get your hands on it. This is in their permanent line. So this is what it looks like on the inside. It's just a true champagne color. It's absolutely gorgeous and you definitely can see the reflect in that. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch this for you guys as well if you are curious. I have just been reaching for these, and something I will say about this is gorgeous as a highlighter for the face. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous to put in your inner corners or even all over the lid and your brow bone. But I'm going to go ahead and swatch this for you guys. Again, I love this shade. This is what it looks like, and I'm going to swatch it right here. Absolutely gorgeous. It's just like a champagne shade. Very, very pretty. Again, it's called Ladybird if you are interested. The next things I wanted to mention are these little Kaja stacks. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. So what this is like it has 3 little openings right here, and it comes with 3 eyeshadows, and these have the best formula when it comes to their metallics. I do really enjoy their mattes in here as well. Some of these little trios have mattes and some of them don't. Most of them are just straight up metallic shades, so you get 3 metallics. A few of them that I wanted to pull out here are the ones that I have been grabbing toward the most. I have them all and I highly recommend them. If you see a color story that you think you will use, I highly recommend it. I don't think you'll be disappointed with the formula. They're absolutely gorgeous. So the first one that I wanted to mention is called Poppy Champagne. This is one that I have been gravitating toward. Very, very gorgeous. I'm going to go ahead and open it up so you guys can see. Oh my God. It's like a greeny gold. So beautiful. And then you have a matte to put in the crease, like an orangish burnt brown shade. Very, very pretty. And then you have this one to deepen up the crease. I do looks like this all the time here on my channel. Very, very gorgeous. This is the last shade. Very, very pretty. This is one that I have been using a lot, so I wanted to mention this one. Again, I have all of these. I love them. But the next one I wanted to mention is number 1. This is called Rose Water. This is the first one that they released, and the first little few that they released. And this is what it looks like on the inside. Oh my God. So stunning. This is absolutely stunning. If you guys have not tried these, well worth the money. I will say that. This is the second one. This one has more pink in it. Absolutely stunning. And then the last one is a deeper shade, but it is a metallic. Very pretty for the fall. This is called Rose Water. And then the last one that I have been grabbing for that I wanted to mention looks like this. And it is called Orange Blossom. So the first one has another metallic. Absolutely stunning. It's like a peachy metallic. And then the other one... this is a pretty oh my God, I love shades like this. And the next one is another metallic, and it's like a true brown shade, which this is something that you don't really see a lot. So absolutely stunning. I highly recommend it. And I feel like these have very pretty fall shades in them. So definitely, if you have not checked these out, I suggest going to Sephora and looking at all of them and swatching them, because you will not be disappointed with this formula. Now the last things I'm going to talk about are eyeshadow palettes, and they are all from one brand, and this is not on purpose. It's just truly, this is all I have been using. I've really been putting these palettes to the test. Anastasia has been crazy with the releases, and I just posted a video on the Carli Bybel palette, and if you guys have not seen that, it is up on my channel if you want to check that out. But the palettes that I have been using, again, are all from Anastasia, so I will show you guys really quick. So the first one that I have been grabbing for is the Norvina palette. This is the Big Pro palette. And when you open it up, again, you probably have seen this everywhere, but I'm just showing you guys what I have been using. So this is what it looks like. Really, really pretty. Very, very colorful. I will say that, but this one is more like pinky purple toned, I feel like. And it's really pretty. The camera's not doing it justice. It's more prettier in person. I have been diving into the Norvina 2 palette, and this is what it looks like on the inside. This one is really fun. If you're not into really weird, crazy colors, then you probably won't like this, but this is what it looks like. This is so fun. I love it. This makes me feel inspired to create something like really dramatic and bold, so really, really happy with this palette. Again, the formula is not the same as the regular Anastasia palettes, but it's a good formula. It's just not their regular, typical formula that they do in their smaller palettes, but really, really pretty. If you're into blue and greens, you will love this. It has some pretty weird colors in here. You have to see this in person to get its full glory. You're not really seeing on camera what the colors really do, like what they really look like. So again, if you are interested in any of these palettes, I highly suggest going to Sephora and swatching these, and then you'll know whether or not you like it or not. But I love it. I feel like I just wish the camera was showing some of the uniqueness of some of these shadows because it's insane. But the next one I want to talk about is the Norvina 3. The Norvina 2 and the 3 came out on the same day, but this is what it looks like. This one looks more like fall to me than any of them, I feel like. So this is what it looks like on the inside. These just make me smile. I don't know what it is. I love them. Everything down to the colors, to the formula, to the packaging. This looks like fall to me. This is absolutely stunning. I love everything about it. These are so vibrant. I just don't feel like you're seeing how vibrant these really are. These right here, these are so much more vibrant than what they're showing. I'm telling you guys, this palette is stunning, and you have some really pretty greens and golds in this palette. So if you're looking for a new fall palette and you want to spoil yourself, I'd go with this one. And then the last two palettes from Anastasia that I wanted to mention is the Jackie Aina palette. This is what it looks like. Very pretty packaging. I have been using this palette a ton. So this is what it looks like on the inside. It's absolutely gorgeous. Again, when I open up a palette, it just makes me smile, like I get really inspired. And I feel like I have been slacking a lot here for the past, I feel like it's been a long time, honestly, that I haven't been doing my eyeshadow looks. And when I do eyeshadow looks, I don't film them. So I'm constantly testing out new products. I love to sit in my makeup room now that I have a makeup room, and I just like to play with makeup. I just like to see what I can create, and I don't always film that. And it's not that I don't want to film it, it's just that I get so caught up in what I'm doing that I just don't film it. I love to do colorful looks. That's one of my favorites. I'm not necessarily a neutral girl, but I will say, I love a good burgundy gold look, and I do them a lot. I just done one in my last video. If I'd had lashes, it would have popped. I'm still bitter about that. I need to stock up on lashes. I never had them, and I always need them. But anyways, this is what it looks like, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, I will say, if you watched my last video, I said that I think that I like the Carli Bybel palette better than the Jackie Aina. And the more that I think about it, and the more that I play with them both, I don't think so. I feel like I like the Jackie Aina palette better than the Carli Bybel. These shades are really vibrant, but they're wearable at the same time. I love the Jackie Aina palette, and I highly recommend it. I'm pretty sure I have done a video here on my channel. So again, I love this palette, and I feel like I love it more than the Carli Bybel palette. Now let me tell you why. This is what the Carli Bybel palette looks like. And I wanted to mention all these palettes, by the way, because I have been using them. I have been diving into these. These are pretty much the only eyeshadow palettes that I have been using for a while. So I've been focusing on all of these palettes. Now, my last video, I done a review and a first impressions on this palette right here. And I use the Warm Tone Mattes, and I use this gold over here. And these right here, sorry that I'm not looking into the camera. I'm trying to show you guys, but these right here swatch really well. These mattes are awesome. These two shades. But then you get over here. This one is pretty, by the way. This one works. I got to this shade right here, and this was such a letdown. This is what it looks like a close-up. Now this shade is called, it's either Mandala. I always want to say Mandela, but I don't think that's right. It is so weak. It is so weak, and when you feel it in the pan, I'm swatching it right now, it does not feel like the classic Anastasia formula. So this is what it looks like. It looks pretty, but it's weak. It is so weak. I don't like the feel of it either. And you swatch it, and like I feel like I can get better results from a ColourPop eyeshadow, and that's like $5. So I'm kind of let down with this palette. And something else that I wanted to mention was I used Bali for my inner corner. This shade was really weak, and I said that in the video. It's pretty, but it's weak. This one feels a lot better than the Mandala shade, and this is what it looks like on my finger, and this is what it looks like when you swatch it. I mean, but it's hardly anything. I can get much better results from a ColourPop eyeshadow, so I'm kind of let down. Again, I have been playing with this more than just what you've seen in my last video, but I feel bad for saying that because, again, it was my first impressions. And when I look at this, I feel really inspired because I'm a cool tone girl. I love cool tones. But overall, I feel like I love the Jackie Aina palette better than the Carli Bybel palette. I'm just a little let down with this palette. I think the packaging's cute. I mean, it definitely looks like Carli when you look at it, but I will say, like, some of these shades are really letting me down. They are weak, and I didn't have that problem in the video. The shades that I used in the video, they were really, really pretty. They blended out really nice, and they were very pigmented. I'm a little discouraged with this palette now. I'm going to keep it, obviously. I keep everything most of the time. It has to be really bad for me to take it back. I'm just a little let down, and I hope, like, I feel bad for saying that in the video because I didn't use all the colors. Again, it was my first impressions, but after playing with this some more, I've come to the conclusion I don't love it as much as I love this one. It's not a bad palette. It's just an okay palette. Some of the shades are amazing, but some of them are not. But other than that, that was everything. That is all of my current favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I just want to thank you guys so much for being here and liking and commenting and subscribing. It honestly means the world, and don't think that you go unnoticed because I truly see you and I truly do appreciate you, each and every one of you. But before you go, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell below so you're notified every time I upload a video. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.